the Polish-German border crossing in Lubieschin-Lincoln, and the handing over to Polish officers of illegal migrants by German services. This is what our camera recorded today, and this is a direct implementation of the instructions that the German Chancellor gave to the Prime Ministers of neighbouring countries, including Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk. The ejections are perfectly legal because they involve cases where there are no asylum applications. And I made this possible by calling all the heads of state and government neighbouring Germany and saying, we are doing this now and you must accept it because it is possible under European law. Germany boasts that they are solving the problem of illegal migrants in their country in this way, without waiting for the Migration Pact, which will come into force next year. The conversation between Tusk and Scholz, during which the German gave the order to the authorities in Warsaw, took place on the 13th of September last year, a government spokesman in Berlin reported. The Chancellor discussed the migration policy measures taken by the federal government and further considerations on curbing illegal migration, which are part of the European legal order. The participants in the conversation agreed that the challenges of illegal migration and smuggling can only be overcome together, and that close cooperation between European partners is essential. There is not even a hint of any opposition from Tusk. There is a veil of silence in the Prime Minister's office managed by Tusk. If Tusk has nothing to hide, he should simply show this memo to the public. In the government coalition, tension. There are even anti-immigrant conferences. Zero tolerance for all foreigners who come into conflict with the law, and this is incredibly important. People who do not respect the law in Poland, these foreigners should be deported. But checking by Polish services whether Germans break international law, there is none. I have this appeal to Prime Minister Tusk. Mr. Tusk, please immediately redeploy the border guards, the police, the forces that will be able to control our western border this time, and we'll check whether the Germans are pushing illegal immigrants into our country, according to this announcement by Scholz and, by the way, by the future probable Chancellor Friedrich Merz. It is apparent that the gentlemen got along, and it's hidden by the current Prime Minister from the public. Germany knows how to use loopholes to defend its interests. These border controls are geographically shifted because they don't only concern the borderline. They involve the hinterland of such a border. They can extend 15 to 20 kilometers into Germany. If undocumented immigrants or people who are not authorized to stay in Germany are apprehended there, they are deported to a neighboring country. They know that it's easiest to send migrants back to Poland, because if they want to go to the Netherlands will verify, and it won't go so easily with them. Unfortunately, as the data shows, the Tusk government agrees to everything, trusting the Germans implicitly. As editor Fedorska estimates, Germany could send even more than 9,000 illegal migrants to Poland in 2024 alone. Therefore, with these assurances of the Polish Prime Minister, we will not pay for anything. We do not have to accept any migrants. The European Union will not impose any migrant quotas on us. Many do not believe. Donald Tusk promised that he would take in these migrants, so there is open talk there that Tusk will agree to anything after the election, and this is a huge danger. After all, it's not why these integration centres for foreigners are built to stand empty. It's to house these migrants from Germany, here, and all Poles will pay for it. So there will be no benefits from the Migration Pact, and the Tusk government agrees to accelerate the pact internationally. The most important thing is that we can send back even more people within the framework of European law, and this legislation will come into force next year in Europe, throughout the European Union. Scholz told the truth. You could say he's revealed Tusk's true intentions, and Tusk today, as the head of the country that holds the presidency of the Council of the European Union, should do one thing above all. He should build a coalition against this Migration Pact, against Germany. This can be accomplished because there is a very high level of discontent among European societies, and also at the level of European countries, leaders of European countries. Only others can fight for their interests using the available opportunities. Tusk and his people have a problem with that. I therefore appeal to the current government to do the same with regard to this current Migration Pact, that it be reported at the European Council, together with Viktor Orban, the ban on relocation, coercion. This is unlikely to be counted on, because Berlin would certainly not like it.